Come on in, fam. Come on in. You're right here. Let's go. Right here. Soul group. Thing's a little messy. I always do my best to put it away neatly, but here we go. Got it. Hey family, what's up? Let's get it. Let's get it. Carol, I see you. I see you, Miss McIntyre. I see you here. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for the tomato. Is that a tomato? Brother Tristan, I think I saw you earlier, my brother. Thank you for that private session we had earlier today. Brother Tristan, nice to see that you are progressing in the art. Good to see you actually in motion, moving, doing your Tai Chi. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed giving you some feedback, a little Oh, pumpkin. Okay, I love pumpkin. Yeah, I like giving you some constructive feedback today, some constructive criticism, they call it. Constructive criticism. Your form looked pretty good though, brother. Your form looked pretty good. Absolutely. Absolutely, without a doubt. I encourage anyone else that's in our soul group. Anyone that's in, hey, Brother Bill. Anyone else who's in the soul group that has not actually had a private one-on-one session with me, I think that it will be a good benefit to take advantage of the opportunity. I'm doing the first one with everybody. I'd like to get you going as well. See how your form's looking. So anyone who has not taken one with me, several of you have appointments already scheduled to get privates. I encourage everyone to take a private periodically. Absolutely. So let's go. Let's do a little Sister Audrey is back. Good. Good. Good, Audrey. Yeah, sometimes we have to just, we have to let go. We have to let go. We are here to experience all of our emotions, as I said before. Sometimes we need to cry. Sometimes we need to be happy. Sometimes we need to be angry. You can walk right here now if you need to. Sometimes we need to be angry as well. All of our emotions should be experienced. That's why we're here as humans, to enjoy. What you looking for? Look inside this closet. Mom put the pack inside the closet. She said nobody was using them.
I would use it.
Well, okay. Stand by, so group. I was just taking care of a little family thing here. Look on the top. Top, man. Yep, I'm back. I'm taking care of a little family thing here, getting my son squared away. So let's go. We got majority of the soul group is here. The soul group is not that large, small group. That's the number I'm looking for right there, number 11. Let's go. So we're going to jump into Lao Tzu's teachings again. Remember, these are not my words. These are Lao Tzu's unknown teachings that has been translated and passed down to us by Mr. Brian Walker. So I give thanks to him for investing his hard work into passing this knowledge on to future generations. I got my copy. Several of you have got your copy. Several of you have ordered copies as well. So we're going to begin with page 95. And this is passage number 74. All right? This is our little Tai Chi table talk before we get the movement going. Personally, I believe that we should have movement as well as philosophy. We need both, and stillness. So the stillness, the movement, and the philosophy. We need all three of those. And of course, we have to have the lifestyle. You know, it is to embody the way of life. That's what it's all about. It's not about just going around doing forms or whatever, but it's embodying the principles of Tai Chi right here. How do we bring this philosophy into each and every aspect of our life? How? The how-to. I got you on that. The how-to is why I'm here. I am here to explain to you how I have used the principles to guide me and only share what has worked for me. So here we go, fam. This is 74, like I said. The first line reads, "There are those who derive energy from worshiping and meditating on divine beings and deities. There are those who derive energy from worshiping and meditating on divine beings and deities." He goes on to say, if you feel inclined to worship, then worship. Worship the fiery sun, repository of yang, and the watery moon, repository of yin. You get what he's saying? He's saying pay respects to the sun, the moon, the entire universe. He says, worship the spiritual centers of men and women, which are angelic in every sense. He's not talking about a building. He's not talking about a structure. So don't get it confused, okay? He says, worship the 8 great manifestations. Listen in on this. Worship the 8 great manifestations. Heaven, earth, water, fire, thunder, lake, wind, and mountain. He says, worship the 64 hexagrams of the I Ching, which emulate the underlying harmony of the universe. Finally, worship the great Tai Chi, in which all things are contained, balanced, and reposed. That deserve one of these. That last line deserve. Did you hear that, family? Before we move on, let me ask a question. Does anybody in the soul group, I'm very interested to know this. Does anybody here actually, honestly, study the I Ching? Anyone in the soul group that studies the I Ching? I'm asking this for personal reasons. If you do, please let me know. If you study the I Ching, if you work with the I Ching. If you don't know what the I Ching is, well, that lets me know that you don't study it, right? And that's no big deal. I don't study it either, but I'm interested in learning more about it. So he says, finally worship the great Tai Chi, in which all things are contained, balanced, and reposed. So nobody here studies the I Ching. Okay. I'm not alone. I'm not the only one. So we all have room for learning. My Sifu taught me some minor things with the I Ching, but I never got deep into the I Ching. All of my teachers actually studied the I Ching. I never have personally, but I will in the future. Okay, let's get going. Yeah, I'm looking for someone who knows the I Ching and who wants to share their understanding and broaden my horizon as well. That's all. That's what I'm looking for, fam. Someone who actually has some knowledge about it, that's going to actually be able to bring value and teach me. So let's bow in and get started. Y'all ready, family? Go ahead and take your positions. Let's go. I know I had you typing some stuff, but let's get ready now. Go ahead and center yourself. I see some people been here 3 times today. A couple people got privates with me today, so this is your 4th time around today. 4 sessions today. Wow. That's like full-time student right there. That's like full time. Go ahead and center yourself. Center your mind, center your thoughts, center your breath. Relax your body. Feel inside of your body. Let's let go, family. Let's let go of the external environment right now. By letting go of the external environment and tuning into ourselves, when we return back to embracing outside of ourselves, we're able to take a position that we weren't taking before, because we have become just a little bit more powerful, because we have invested more into ourselves. By letting go, we actually get more. We get more of what's needed, and we get rid of what's not needed. By completely letting go, just let go. And what needs to remain will remain. There's no reason to hold on. You know, my teacher, Sifu Ron, always expressed that there should be no reaching and grasping. No reaching and no grasping. Very simple words. Nothing to add to it. No reaching, no grasping, family. Let it go like a butterfly. If it's meant to be, it will find its way back home. It will find its way back because we are magnets, and we will attract like forces. We will attract like forces. Let's go, family. Let's go. Let's exhale. Exhale. Begin with an exhale. That's the contraction. And then the inhale is the expansion when we begin to rise up. I want you to get in the habit of beginning with an exhale. Not an inhale, but beginning with an exhale. This is the offering of self. This is opening the heart, being sincere to self, being sincere to the universe. The universe is anything outside of ourselves, including people, places, things, circumstances, scenarios. Any and everything outside of ourselves is considered to be the universe. And here we go. Here we go, family. Let's do some Tai Chi. Inside. Take your vision inside. Again, did you visualize the organ system starting at the top with the heart, the lungs, the liver, kidney, spleen, the pancreas? All those things. Visualize. The bladder, intestines, the lymph nodes, the sexual organs, everything. Prostate. All the way down. Let's come up. Inhale. Exhale out. Let's go across the top. Inhale. And down center, down our bivalve, down our center pole. Imagine the breath traveling down from the top to the bottom of your feet. The breath travels all the way through your being. Let's get a couple more just like that, fam. Inhale all the way through, all the way. Right. Just like that. That's what you want. Exhale down, all the way through. All right. Let's get it again. One more just like that, family. Feel your feet resting softly, ever so lightly upon the earth's surface. Feel that. Don't just think about it. Feel that. All the way down. Circle in front this time. This way. Inhale up. Your body should be moving. Each time you take a breath, that body goes in motion naturally. Unless you're restricting your movement, the body moves with each and every breath. It has to move. The diaphragm moves, right? So if the diaphragm's moving, the body is set in motion just from the breath alone. Just from the breath alone. Now, if your body is stagnant, that means you are responsible for that stagnation. You are keeping your body from moving. So find out where you're holding on at and let go. Is it your toes grasping onto the earth? Huh? Is it your pelvis tight? Are you clenching your glutes? Or are your glutes, your butt muscles, are they relaxed? The hamstrings and the quadriceps? What about just starting at the very top of your head and relaxing from the crown point all the way down? Feel the space in between your eyebrows. Relax your face, yes. Relax your breath, yes. All the way through. Keep going, keep traveling down. Relaxation is the key. That's what you want, family. Inhale up with your Tai Chi ball between the palms. And then open that ball. Open it. Spread. Feel between the palms. Feel between your fingers as well. The webs of your fingers. Feel in between those fingers. Now, if you notice that your fingers begin to vibrate, tremble, or shake, do your best to tone that down. To tone it down. Don't allow the energy to escape your body. I have to as well. My fingers, oftentimes, they want to start rattling and shaking, and I have to make a mindful, conscious effort to tone that down. That's the energy escaping your body. We don't want it to escape. We want to take it into the lower dantian and store it. That's it. Yeah, all the way. Now visualize, look at the center of the ball. Look at the center. Don't stare at it. Gaze at it with the correct eyes. The eyes that are the Buddha eyes. Not open wide, not completely closed, but nearly closed. Now, contract into that center space. Contract. Don't squeeze it hard. No muscle effort. Just following it in. Following it in. Follow it. Look at the center. Really looking, not staring, but gazing at it with hawk vision, peripheral vision, meaning that not only can you see the center of the circle, but you can see the circle in its entirety. Everything inside of the circle and everything outside of the circle all becomes one. That's hawk vision, family. That's peripheral vision coming in. Now feel. It doesn't matter, just feel. It may be heat sensation, it may be cold sensation. There may be no sensation at all. There may be a magnetism. There may be a drawing together or a pushing apart. The hands may feel itchy. Many different things. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is, let it be what it is. One more time. Inhale all the way in, condensing it. Very small. I'm talking the size of an ant. That small. Yeah. The size of an ant. Condense it real small, family. Bring that energy into that real small space. That's super powerful right there. That's super powerful right there. That type of focus and concentration, oh man, that's super powerful. That's what we want. Now from here, family, take what you have and turn it up towards the sky. I want to go into a posture here called, this particular posture is a very advanced posture. Lion opens mouth. Lion opens mouth and roars. This is it right here. We won't hold it very long. This is one of the advanced postures that we will work up to in our standing meditation training. This will be maybe the second 100 days. Maybe the second, maybe the third. We'll see how it goes. We have several postures to cover. But let's charge up here. This is a charge up posture, meaning gaining and gathering that energy from the sun, from the sky. Very powerful. Just hold it for a second, 1 or 2 minutes, family. And if it becomes unbearable, you know where to go. Go right back to the beginning posture. You can always go back. It's no big deal. But if you're able to maintain this for 1 or 2 minutes, go ahead and give it a go, fam. While you're here, fingertips begin to grow. Fingertips begin to extend out into the clouds. Fingernails are growing and growing toenails are involved now. The toenails are growing, the toes are growing across the horizon, across the flat plane into infinity. This is extending the energy. Remember we talked about extending the energy? This is extending the energy. All the way out the fingertips, all the way out the toes, as far as it can go. Also, we extend the energy out the tip of the crown, the very tip of the crown point at the top of our head. Extend that into the clouds, family. Do it with your mind. Extend the point on the bottom of the foot, the Yang Quan point, extends vertically down into the ground, deep into the ground. This is extension, full extension. That energy is traveling infinitely. Oh yeah, don't forget about your tailbone. Absolutely not. Don't forget about the tip of the tailbone, family. The tip of the tailbone, boy, that's going to take you somewhere special. That's going to make you move in a very special way, family. When you bring that tailbone into your movement, absolutely phenomenal. Let that tailbone, the tip of your tailbone, the sacrum, the energetic tailbone, not the bone itself, the energy that extends from the tailbone. Oh, it goes deep. It goes way down into the surface of the earth, past the surface into the center of the earth. Go ahead and travel, family. Do it with your mind. So many extensions. Oh, how could you ever forget about your connection with Mother Earth, the universe? That point right at the belly button, huh? Remember, Sifu said that when we were born, they cut our umbilical cord, but we still have an energetic connection at the belly button. So we're still energetically connected there? Right. Don't forget about that. Extend that as well. Extend that as well, family. Let it grow. You're extended in so many directions right now. You're going way out there. This is extending the energy. Okay, now. Come back in, family. Bring all of those extensions back in. Reverse. Back in towards the center dantian, low below the belly button, the center of it, the very, very center. Bring the energy from the fingertips back in. Bring the energy from the toes back in, through the feet, up the legs, back to the center. The crown point retracts. The tip of the tailbone retracts. The umbilical cord retracts. Everything is going back to that small energy center that has become supercharged. Supercharged into a very small space. Follow it in here. Imagine going into your being. And then as that goes in, it begins to get to the rear of your body. It's pressing on your back. The inside of your back. And then it begins to come back out into your palms. Ooh, boy, we're charged up now. We're ready for some stuff now, family. Feel your palms, family. Feel. Huh? You feel that? You feel that? It feels different from the very first time, right? Oh, that's charge up. That's charge up. Come on in here now. Preparation now. Play with that same energy. The same energy, the same feeling. Maintain that feeling. Maintain that feeling, fam. One more time, preparation. Down deep and travel back up. All the way out until it takes you into beginning posture. Right here. Ready position. Ready position. Start moving, family, side to side. Drifting. All the way left, all the way right. Feel the bottom of your feet. You didn't abandon the figure 8 training, have you, family? Yeah, forget about the live stream. Don't type in. Just talking to you. I'm just talking to you. Don't take away from your training. Take my words as words of guidance. Just kind of like tapping you on the shoulder to remind you of certain things. Not really expecting an answer. Only giving you some subtle reminders. That's it. We can talk later. We can talk later. Tailbone dragging the ground. Figure 8. Please don't give this training back to me, family. This training we call 1-point training, where we're doing the figure 8 on the ground right now. It has turned out to be one of the most powerful trainings that have ever been given to me. And I say that with sincerity. I've gotten compliments on my footwork being pretty good. People ask me, how did I develop my footwork to be pretty good? And I always bring them back right here. 1-point training. It looks so simple. And then from 1-point training, 5-style stepping, family. You want phenomenal footwork? That's what worked for me. It's continuing to work for me. Let's get into it. You need to jump away and get your 5 pieces on the floor real quick. It's best that you have 5 pieces instead of just imaginarily stepping somewhere. You want to be precise. This will bring precision. We're going to do 5-style stepping here. Before we do that, we're going to go into something that most of the soul group feels familiar with, which is hands attaching. Just using the back and the center here. Shift back. This is called change doors. Changing doors, changing from left side to right side. From right side to left side. You should know how to do this effortlessly. Effortlessly. How to go from one side to the other. It really confuses people when you're able to change so easily. It really confuses people when you're able to change so easily. Look how I'll go right into it. Watch me here. Watch me here, fam. Watch how I go back into it. So I come back. So this foot that I'm taking back, I place it on a 45-degree angle. That way I go right into this one. I go right into it. You see? So there's room for improvement for everyone. Here it is, 45 degrees. Before we came back parallel, right? But I'm telling you now, come back 45 degrees. That way you can come right into the other side smoothly. And that way that back foot is already on 45. You see it? 45. I'll do it a couple more times. Practice this by yourself. Change doors. Remember the name of it. Change doors. It's simple, right? Right. I want y'all to remember this stuff, man. If you're working with me, I want you to know what you're doing. I want you to know what you're doing. That means knowing the names, understanding the names, understanding how it works. Why not? Don't waste your time. Never too old, never too young. We can always learn more. And it's fun, hella fun. Couple more and we're done. Change doors. And do it slow in the beginning. Do it slow in the beginning. And then later, you'll be speeding it up. You'll be speeding it up. You'll be doing all type of fancy stuff, but there's time and place for that. 5-style step, family. We're going to go right into it. Forget the hands. If you know the hands, which I'm sure a lot of you do, go ahead and do the change doors or whatever it is you want with the hands. But for now, I want to concentrate on having the precise foot placement, softness, transitioning, only stepping to the toe when I step back. See, these are details. Straighten this foot now, placing it down, flowing from one foot to the other. Toe touches the ground first. On a 45, straighten it, sink down on my front leg. See all these details? So you have a root when you step, and there's no chance of slipping and falling. There's no chance, because you walk in confidence. You become one with your environment, with the entire universe. When you become one with your environment, with the entire universe, you don't hurt yourself. You don't hurt the universe. Everything is good. Everything is good. Even if you fall correctly. You fall softly. You learn how to fall from your Tai Chi practice alone. You learn how to fall. You don't fear falling. When you fear falling, that's when you get hurt. Toe touches the ground. Back foot. So going from here, only toe, no weight. See, my weight has to sink down here. Remember yesterday I talked about putting the boat in the water? Well, put the boat in the water. Now straighten the back foot. Now the foot goes down when the boat is in the water. The body is the boat. I'm just making that analogy so you can think about how a boat needs to be put in the water first before it becomes buoyant, right? Before it's able to float, we got to put it in the water. Right. Going around again. Going around again. I'm not sure if we have any new people in the chat, but as I do this, I'm going to ask if there is anyone that's new, how is this working out for you? Are you able to kind of get an understanding of how it's working? Are you getting it? Are you struggling with it? Be honest. That's how we grow here. At one point, none of us got it. None of us, including myself. It took me a long time to get this. And over time, it gets better. I'm able to add more details to it now. And you'll find out that it's going to work that way for you as well. It'll be the same way, family. In the beginning, it may be a little tough. With more and more repetition, go back and review the video. Start training it at a little bit And a little bit by yourself. And before you know it, you start owning the movement. You own it. The territory is yours. That's it. I know Soul Group got it. I've been showing Soul Group this for a minute now. They probably got it better than I do by now. Okay. Almost back. Almost back. Toe, heel. Toe, heel. Toe, heel. Back to the beginning. We're back. We're back where we started. Let me read the chat and we're going to move right into... Oh, Sister Pam says, got it. Got it. You Soul Group. You've been here from day one, Sister Pam. You've been here literally from day one. Follow me here, fam. I already got my Tai Chi balls in my hand. They're not here. They're here. Ward off, roll back, press, push. Let's do it. You can't overdo this practice. You absolutely cannot overdo this. We're going to do the same thing. Change doors. Watch. Push. Turn the foot. Step back. Twist. Other side now. Changing sides. You notice that we're alternating sides? I want you to alternate seamlessly. Alternate from left side to right side a few times. Watch my back foot as I go back. Turn. Yep. Is your left side just as good as your right side, fam? Is it? These are the 4 primary movements. Remember last 2 classes ago I asked you all about the secondary movements. And I gave you all of them except for 1. I gave you 3 of them. And I asked, who could help me? Who could provide number 4? And I think I ended up providing number 4. Nobody could recall it at the time. Well, that's cool. Inhale. And push. All the way out. Turn the back foot. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Press. Inhale. Push all the way out. Inhale. Follow me, fam. Changing it up. Changing it up. Embrace this one here. Embrace big Tai Chi ball. We've been doing this a couple times. Compress. This is like, we call this needle at C bottom here, pointing down. Step back. See how I step all the way back? Embrace. Compress. Squeeze. Point down. Step back. Embrace. Squeeze. Point down. Step to parallel. Step forward. Embrace. Squeeze. Compress. Parallel. This is change doors as well. Right? See how we changing sides, fam? That's changing doors, changing sides. Same application, same movement, but different sides. Coming into Dantian, pull it into Dantian, coming through the body, step in parallel. Once I step parallel, look, turn that foot out, stepping forward now, embrace. Contract. One ball becomes two ball. Down. In towards Dantian. As I pull in, watch this back foot. Straight. Straight. Into Dantian. Now watch. Out. See? This goes out, that goes out. That's called coordination. Whole body coordination. One ball compresses, splits into two. Pull back, turn. See the back foot? Turn, pull in. Right? Pull in, turn out. Hug, big embrace, universal embrace. Compress, squeeze. Coming back in towards Dantian here. Back foot, turn. Step back. Pull back. When I pull back here, turn out. Pull back, concave chest. Turn out. This is opening. See? Opening. That's it. Yes, squeeze. This is down. Back foot, turn, pull in. Pull in, turn out. That's it, over and over again. Last time. Turn, back foot. In. Down. Nice flow, somebody said. Yes, it is. Very nice. Now here, I'm pointing out something inside this nice flow that you like. Some techniques inside here. Compress. Squeeze. Pointing down. Needle at C bottom. Pull back. Don't put the foot down this time. Pull back, but don't put it down. Just the toe. Now, step forward. Point down. So as you step forward with the heel, as the foot goes down, you're pointing down, shifting forward. Shoulder stroke. Shoulder stroke. Boom. Right? Hitting with elbow. Hitting with shoulder. Zow. Step back. Watch this nice watch all the precision taking place inside of here, see? All of this little details. All of this. So how do you get into the posture? How do you transition from one posture to the other? Those things are very important. The transition. The transition. Right? Turn out. Sink down. Embrace. Big embrace. Big hug. Squeeze. Pull down. Pull back. Step forward. See, this doesn't have any weight on it when it comes back. Step forward. Turn. Shoulder. What about elbow? Same thing. Make sure you're looking straight ahead at the opponent or partner. Zow. Cow. Turn the back foot. Step back. Here's the transition. Transition. See the transition? Whole body harmonize. Back foot turns, body turns. Back foot turns, body turns. Seat the wrists. Wrists. Pull back. Here you go, fam. Let's get these legs involved a little bit more. Watch. Same thing. Same thing. We add a little hot sauce to it. Add a little hot sauce now. Compress. Squeeze. Pull down. Pull back. Turn the back foot. Pull back. Look, fam. Heel kick. Pull back the toes. Heel comes down softly. Come up. Strike the ears. Box the ears. Fist in. Not my ears, the opponent ears. And then pull back. Let's do that a couple times. Let's do a couple kicks. We hadn't done too many kicks. We hadn't done many kicks at all, fam. Let's get the bottom, let's get the legs a little involved. It's time to start doing that. I'll tell you about the heel kick benefits. Here we go. So the kicking is also helping us with our flexibility, family, believe it or not. It doesn't have to be a fast, sharp, snappy kick. Actually, it should be the exact opposite. Slow motion with it. So watch, do it with me. Turn back. Step back, but don't put it down. Don't place it down. So now watch, slow motion with it. Bring that knee up. Extend out. Pull back the toes. Slow motion with it. Sink down before you go forward. Shift forward. Box the ears. Coil. Turn the back foot. Pull back. Step back. Shift. I'm doing the same side, incidentally. Pull back. Get that knee up. That's why we go learn Golden Rooster first. Teaches us how to get the knee up high. Once we learn that, then we start extending out and pulling the toes back. That's helping your flexibility. Leg, hamstring, all of that. Especially when you pull the toes back. Strike the ears. Unravel this way. Pull back in. How y'all doing with that? How y'all doing with the kick? First day seeing it. Let me know how you're doing with it. We're going to do a few more. We're getting closer to time to be done. I want to get some kicking in today. What'd you say there, brother? You still kicking it? Who's still kicking it? Who's still kicking it? A little more challenging, yes. We like a good challenge. We like a good challenge. That's why we go slow and take our time. We may stumble around in the beginning. No big deal. We don't worry about that. See, empty. Tailbone down. Check your structure. Go real slow, man. Ain't no rush in this thing. There's no rush in this thing. Bring it down low, Softly. Don't kick your heel through the floor. Concave your chest here. And this is box the ears. Box the ears. So the fists are like this. A little more challenging with the arms, yeah. Right. So when the arms, Sister Pam just made a very interesting reply. She's done the kicks, but not with the arms down. See? With the arms down, you have less of a balancing mechanism to help you balance your body. So it's a little more challenging. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it's more challenging. When the arms are out, we use our arms to help balance ourselves. But now, there's no helping balance ourselves. The balance is coming from internal, inside, not from having a balancing mechanism. So the arms are inside. See, they're not able to help. They're not out like this. They're here. No help from the arms. Release. Turn the back foot, pull in. We'll do a couple more. Don't bow out so fast, family. Don't bow out so fast. You'll get it. It takes time. As Pam's a long-term practitioner, as she said, it's different. It takes her time as well. It's going to take all of us time. Embrace. Squeeze. Soon we're going to be flowing with this effortlessly. Trust me. Especially at the pace that I teach, you're going to get it. Because I teach slow. You notice that. I teach slow. I do everything slow. My wife complains sometimes. She's like, "You're so slow. Move faster." I'm like, "I can't, honey. I'm slow motion with it." Here. Hey. We're almost done, fam. Embrace. Let's get one more in. Embrace. Squeeze, compress. Needle at C bottom. Pull back. This is an empty stance. This is cat stance. No weight. Empty stance. And now, here we go. Kick. Box the ears. Transfer the weight to the front leg. This is box the ears. This is releasing. So if I was to box the ears, I would just grab the head. So it's like box the ears, grab the head, pull the head down, pull the head in. And if, but we're not playing that game. Pull the head in. Hey, let's bow out. 3 o'clock is here. Before we do that, we charged up quite a bit of energy. I know I felt the vibration kicking in pretty strong today myself. So let's do a little drain off, family. Let's do a little drain here. So start at the top of your head. Feel the top of your head. Feel the weight of your head resting on your shoulders. Let that weight drip down, run down the shoulder. The weight from your head, let it roll down your shoulders. Also, any thoughts that bother you, anything that's been lingering in your head, any stress right now that has appeared in your life, just see it go away. All is mental, family. So guide that stress out of your dome, down your shoulders, out of your fingertips. Let that go. Whatever it might be that's concerning you, just let it go. Physical tension, mental tension, emotional tension. This is a good place to just let it go. Soften your body. When you soften your body, you're able to recognize these issues more. You can feel the tension more. But we have to have a soft vessel, a soft body, a soft torso. We have to soften our mind. And then we can unwind. We can get rid of the issues. The issues in the tissues. They reside in our tissues. Yep. They do. That's why we get stiff. That's why we get stiff in our thoughts, stiff in our body. Yes, lack of flexibility is a killer, a real killer. Okay, let it drain off everything. And now, family, a few breaths into that very small space, condensing. Let's condense that. We purified and refined that energy today. So let's condense it and store it away. Let's store it away. Right here. This is the storage center here. This is where we want to put it. Not all out there, man. Come on now. Let that go. Condense it right in the center where it belongs. All right, fam. Let's bow out. Inhale. So I know it was a little challenging today. We need that in our life, a little challenge from time to time. But we're going to get good at these kicks as well. We're going to take our time. We're going to go slow. We're going to feel every bit of the movement. We're going to grow together. I'm not going to leave you anywhere, that's for sure. We're together. So if it felt challenging, good. Real good. I'm glad I could bring you a little challenge in your life. If not, I need to step up the game a little bit. I will. No problem with that. We'll continually progress in the art together. That's my promise to you. We will. We'll share with each other. I'll give you all I have. And I absolutely expect the same from you. That's how Soul Group makes it, fam. That's how we make it. We challenge each other. We uplift each other. We help each other. We step out of our own shoes and step into the shoes of our family members. And boy, oh boy, we start to blossom and grow in tremendous ways. Works for me. It's been working for me all this time. And I only share with you what have worked for me. Not philosophy that has been not lived, not embodied, but true. The truth. The truth comes from inside, my own personal experience. Soul Group, I'm going to ask you one question before you depart. And this is not only for you, but I want you to keep in mind for newer people who are coming into our group. I'm going to make some videos, or I've been making videos for YouTube. What do you think the newer people will benefit from the most as far as YouTube videos go? Give me some ideas. Shoot them in the chat. Help me out. Think from a new person's perspective. Step out of your shoes. Even if you've been here for a week, step out of your shoes and think like a brand new person just walking through the door with no experience at all. What should I share? Help me, please. Thank you very much. Help me. Here's an embrace, a virtual hug. Soul Group is here. Yep. I can always count on y'all, Soul Group. Virtual hug. Virtual embrace. Thank you very much for that. Trust me, it's very important to share our energy and to help those who are in our community Lots of people in our community are going through some trying times right now, family. Trust me, I'm here. I hear it all. I'll just tell you that. I hear it all. We got family members losing their jobs. We got family members with sick parents. We got family members who seem not to be able to find any peace in their lives. We have family members going through relationship issues. We have a lot of real life things going on. And the more that we can help each other and give each other positive uplift, the better. If we can't depend on each other, we surely cannot depend on anyone else. So I ask you all to just embrace each other, uplift each other, help each other, you know. Let's be there for each other. Let's be a real family. These are the times that real family is needed. Some of us don't have any friends outside of this. I don't have any friends. By choice. I let the friends go. My friends who I grew up with weren't growing up. They stopped growing. You get what I'm saying? The people that I grew up with, they stopped growing. Well, they started growing in different directions from where I was going. So we kind of like started going on different paths. Nothing in common anymore. Nothing, I won't say nothing in common. Of course, just being human, we have something in common. But what I really mean is, as far as growing and pursuing our careers and our future, we have different paths, different journeys. And I believe that if I'm around people who are not into the things that I'm into, I can be influenced by them. I don't want to be influenced by them. I don't want to be influenced by people who don't think about the things that I'm thinking about. I don't want to be influenced by people who want to hang out and, you know, just talk about sports and chase behind women and chase behind cars and material items, and that's not what I want to do with my time. And a lot of the individuals that I grew up with, that's the path that they took. It's not for me, family. So you all are the people that I look forward to spending my time with, investing my time in. I don't like to say spending either, because I think when you're spending, you get nothing back. But I'm investing my time into you all. And the more I invest into you all, ceiling fan talk. The more I invest into you all, soul group, the bigger the return. I meet people like you, super powerful people. Super powerful people who have so much to offer. That's what I'm talking about. Explain the breathing and count. Right, Belinda, that's one at the top of the list. For counting the breath you're talking about, right? You're talking about counting the breath. That one's at the top of the list. That one's at the very top of my list. Counting the breath. Gotta get that one done, because I know a lot of new people. I'm going to actually title that one to start here for anyone that's doing the standing meditation, because a lot of people don't know the method of counting the breath. I should do that video today. What else? What else we got? Yeah, I'm getting set up here. I'm getting on the floor. Yeah. What else we got? Let me get on the floor here so I like to get my pre-stretch in before I see you all. I like to do my after stretch as well. Stretch these legs on the floor. Yes, learn the figure 8. Okay, so y'all see value in the figure 8. And learning how to breathe and stand and move. Okay, good. I'm going to do that. Tristan said the figure 8. I thought that people weren't finding value in that, but since you say that, I'm going to continue to share it. I'm going to continue to share that. Yeah, I got y'all on the floor with me here doing some leg stretches. So this is not part of the flexible strength, the first level. But if you all stick with me, I would like to see you all doing all of these splits and everything else as well. Eventually, I like to see y'all here. And it takes time, but it starts with the flexible strength. I want to see y'all doing splits and all of that. There's no reason you can't do it. So you had the counting the breath on your website. Do you still have? Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to get that. Pam, I got rid of that video. I should have kept that because I got rid of that website. I'm going to do another video. My thinking is just YouTube. I'm going to get y'all doing splits and everything. Right now, I'm getting your body prepped up for it. I'm getting your body prepped up to transition into the more rigorous type of stretching. Hey, Rob, you don't live near me, that's fine, but you have access to me. You have access to me. There's several people here to train with me online. We should take advantage of the opportunity to train together however we can, even if it's online, there's benefit. You can train with me online. You can get private lessons with me online. There's no problem. I have saved every video from the beginning of the year in March. Wow. Wow, bro. Wow. Brother Tristan saved every video from the beginning of the year in March and April. You've been with me a while, bro. And you've been saving every video? Yeah, we gotta talk more, bro. I didn't know you had that much of the information saved. Thank you for saving that, man. Because I'm going through the old videos myself, and I have someone helping me go through the old videos, and we're chopping those videos up. Thank you, Tristan, man. Yeah, you're a lot more dedicated than I knew. But when I had the private lesson with you today, I could tell that you've been watching me. I could definitely tell. Hey, Rob, looking forward to hearing from you. Yeah, reach out. We can get something going, man. Trust me. Brother Tristan, yes. I want to see you doing that. I want to see you getting your soul group together. This is great. Belinda's been doing the same thing. This is awesome. There's a lot more coming, family. So much more coming. I'll be honest with you now. I've been doing a lot of sharing on Facebook, right? And we've developed a soul group. We really have. And I'll be honest with you. If we don't get one more person to join the soul group, I'll be perfectly fine with that. That's no big deal. That's no big deal. I'm just looking for people who are going to be dedicated, not people who come and go. I don't care about that. I don't want people coming and going because, to be honest with you, they're a waste of time. When people come and go, they're simply a waste of time. They're wasting their time, not my time. They're not wasting my time. They're wasting their time. I would rather them do something else with their time. And they may, continue on at a later date. But a lot of people, man, they've been starting things and quitting things their whole life. That's just their personality. They're looking for the latest. They're looking for the latest thing to do. Always looking to do something else. You're not going to get anywhere like that. You get a toolbox full of nothing. You don't get anywhere like that. Some people run from one teacher to the next teacher, or from one style to the next style. Sifu called those people collectors. They're just collectors. They're out basically collecting artifacts. They're just collecting stuff. You don't need a whole lot of information in order to get good Tai Chi. You don't. You only need a little bit, to be honest with you, family. You could have one Tai Chi posture and learn Tai Chi. That doesn't make sense to a lot of people in the beginning. But it doesn't take a lot. And some people run around collecting forms from all over the place. They got 9 million forms, but no, they don't really understand what they have. I don't know how they can remember so many forms, personally. I've been practicing this one form for a long time. I've been practicing this one form for a long time, and I'm starting to get to know it pretty well. But it's taking me time. I'm in no rush. Another 20 years, boy. Another 20 years, and I'm going to be pretty good at it. You left Phoenix Tai Chi to do the original form. Phoenix Tai Chi, I never heard of that. There's a lot. I'll tell you what. If you even begin your search of Tai Chi forms or Tai Chi styles, you're going to see that there's hundreds. There's literally hundreds. Hundreds. I want to say 600 or more that I've actually seen. Tai Chi systems, Tai Chi styles. But there's really only one Tai Chi. There's really only one Tai Chi. It's not about style. Tai Chi is not about style. And the system that I study is not the only system that has Tai Chi. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Please don't. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Temple Tai Chi is the only Tai Chi out there. No. Only one Tai Chi exists in all cases. There's only one. Now, that one Tai Chi can be found in different places. Absolutely. But we all have to have the same principle. That's the principle right there. If it doesn't have that if it doesn't embody that, it's not Tai Chi. Carol McIntyre, you're my first and only one I ever saw. Really? Really? Wow. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to have you, dear. Carol McIntyre. I'm glad to have you here. Well, if you stick with the training, you'll get everything out of it that you... Original. There you go, Gary. Original. So there's a few original teachings out there. So if you can find something original, I would say hold on to it. I'll say hold on to it. Master Liao is one of the few that teaches the way that he teaches and the information that he teaches. There's a few out there, but you know that the popular stuff may not quite be the original. I'll tell you what happened, family. I'll tell you what happened. One of the things that happened with Tai Chi, it also happened with yoga as well. When the systems came into the Western world, into America, for example, a lot of people started getting certified to teach. These people who were getting certified to teach, they shouldn't have gotten certified. They shouldn't be certified to teach. I'm being honest, fam. And you know why I say that? Not saying it from an egotistic standpoint. But I'm just looking back even at myself when I started teaching. When I first started teaching, it was kind of forced upon me. I started being an assistant teacher. And then my teacher actually got sick, my first teacher. So what happened? That means all of the students were still there and they needed to be taught. So he asked me to continue teaching when he went back to China. I wasn't qualified to be a teacher, and I feel sorry for my students who were learning from me, to be honest with you. I only had a couple years of practicing. I only had a couple years in, and I was taking on the responsibility of being a teacher. Now, I could be a teacher's helper, but to really be a teacher, I was underqualified for sure. I was super underqualified, but I did my best. And a lot of those very first students, they still with me today. Actually, some of them are in this same group right here. The same soul group. They've been with me for 20 years. But I was really, man, I was a mess. And I didn't know it. The thing about it, I didn't even realize it. I thought I knew what I was doing. I really did. And you know how I found out that I didn't know much? You know how? Well, I started putting myself out there in the community, and I started meeting other people, other martial artists, other Tai Chi people, and I started getting my ass handed to me. Yep. I had people come to my classes, and they came to challenge me. They came to challenge me, and me not knowing that they came to challenge me, I'm so naive. After class, the challenge was on. I would be like, okay, after class is fine. Wait until my students leave. And I got my ass handed to me several times. And I was like, wait a minute, man. You got to get it together, bro. You're not where you thought you were. And that was my investing in lost. They say you should invest in lost. I've done that. I got out there and I saw how little that I actually know. But after the fact, my skill level started going up. And now I feel as if I am a qualified instructor. I know I am at this point. I know for sure. Then I didn't know. I kind of felt that I might be, but now I really know that I am. I'm qualified. And I still have a lot to learn. That's the difference. I'm qualified to teach. Personally, I know I am. But I also know that I have a lot to learn. That's the difference. Before, when I was underqualified, I thought I was qualified, and I thought that I knew everything. You get that? Brother Gary, what you asking about? Very interested in your take on him. I'm not sure what you're asking, Brother Gary. We still all benefit from what you brought us at. You're right, Sister Audrey. You did. Brother Gary came and visited me at the park. He can tell you how my Tai Chi is, how my touch is. Brother Gary, you asking me about somebody? I'll tell you this, man. I don't like to look at people. I learned not to look at people and judge people. But I don't really see any Tai Chi inside of him at all. Inside of Jake Mace. I don't see it. I don't see it. He may be a good whatever, a good fighter, a good kung fu guy, but for Tai Chi, I don't see it, man. I don't see the connection inside of the movement, inside of the way that the body moves. There's certain things you can see. I don't see it. I don't see it. Rob, I'm not skipping. I'm not overlooking your question if you're still here. Brother Rob, you still here? I love you too, Sister Audrey. Absolutely. Hey, Brother Gary. I'm not interested in seeing any interesting variations on anybody. To be honest with you, I don't look at anybody's Tai Chi online. I don't look at people's forms, none of that. My mind, I put on blinders now. Not saying I'll never look again, but I just want to look inside right now. I just want to focus on me and what comes out of me naturally, without any outside influences. I don't look at other people to get ideas, none of that. So, Brother Rob, you asked me a very interesting question here, and I won't overlook it. You asked me, how do I feel? What are your thoughts on Christianity? Now, I'm not so sure why you asked me that about my thoughts on Christianity. But I'll answer your question in regards to Christianity. And this could be a very long conversation. I'll do my best to keep it not so long. And I don't want to insult anybody, step on any toes or whatever, but I'll just be honest with you. I grew up personally. I was born in Newark, New Jersey. If you know about Newark, New Jersey, not a very pleasant place. We call it the concrete jungle. A lot of violence, a lot of ghetto activity. And we moved away from there when I was a young kid. And there's a long story behind that as well. And I'll be happy to share it with you at some other time. But we moved to South Carolina, right? This is where I'm headed with that. South Carolina, a little small town called Sumter, South Carolina. Yeah, I'm from Newark. My father was a gang leader in Newark, and we had to run away from Newark to save my dad's life, running away from gang activity. So we moved to South Carolina. My great grandmother was a sharecropper there. We lived on in a shack, and slave. She was basically a slave. She worked the land to pay the slave master back, and we lived in a little small shack when I first moved there. And my mom got involved in religion, Christianity. So I grew up as a Christian, just to let you know that. I grew up as a Christian. My mom and dad are still faithful Christians. Faithful, very faithful. And that's fine. It works out for them great. They've lived a great life according to their standards. Now, for me, Christianity did not settle very well for me. No religion, not only Christianity. So I have nothing against Christianity or Christians or Muslims or any of that. Ultimately, I feel like those belief systems had, notice I said had, that's H-A-D, inside of the popular demand, it had a good intention. There was good intention before man corrupted the systems. So man got their dirty hand on the systems and made a complete mess out of it. So just like Tai Chi, not to say Tai Chi is a religion, but just to make a comparative analysis. Just like people got their hands on Tai Chi and made a mess of Tai Chi, you can find good Tai Chi and you can find not so good Tai Chi. I feel like that's everything in life, including religions. Christianity being included as well. So you can find Christian faith that's right on target, that has the right intention, that teaches the right stuff, and they are there for humanity's well-being, and they're not there to take advantage of humanity, and is there to help elevate us in a spiritual way. But a lot of the systems and a lot of churches, they have no spirituality at all, my brother. It's all religious and no spirituality at all. Not Christianity alone, across the board. Now, as I said, there's some good inside of those not so good. So it's not Christianity, it's the man that screwed it up. You get what I'm saying? They start making deities, and they start they just made a mess of it, man. They just screwed it all up. It was all done to separate people instead of bringing people together. That's the problem. They started designing the faiths, the different faiths, not only Christianity, but various religious faiths. They started making them so that they separated humanity, and they didn't bring humanity together. They started lying about the history behind the religion. in everything. So that's a short answer that could be a lot longer. You get what I'm saying? So Christians are here in this group. I have friends who are Christians. I have martial arts brothers, close martial arts brothers, who embrace me. I embrace them. They're deeply rooted in Christianity, but they kind of look at Christianity a little bit differently from the populace. Absolutely. I can call some names of some brothers who are Christians who are phenomenal martial artists as well. One that comes off the top of my head is Robert J. Arnold, the War Fox, the Bagua War Fox. He's a very deeply rooted Christian faith brother. He always talks about Jesus. You know, he's big on it. He knows that I'm not, but he doesn't hold that against me one bit. I don't hold anything against him either. We love each other. We embrace each other. He even wrote about me in his books. He has 2 books, and I'm a character in both of his books. He talks about me in his books. So we don't let our faith separate us. Our faith actually brings us together because we're spiritual beings, number one. We don't let a religion separate us. That's the problem with most people. They think that their religion is better than his religion or her religion. Well, that's a bunch of crap, man. It's just a way to separate each other. Ultimately, it doesn't matter the religion. It matters the faith, the spirituality that's involved in the religion. People want to make their God better than your God. Now that's when we got a problem. That's the biggest problem. People want to make their teacher better than your teacher. My martial art's better than your martial art. It's all a bunch of crap. It's all a bunch of crap, bro. I'm glad you asked that, man. Thank you, brother. I'm glad you asked that question, actually. That brought out something really good for the group. I love all faiths, Christianity included. Now, once it gets corrupted, I don't want nothing to do with it. These mega churches and stuff like that, I know too many bad stories that come out of those things. I don't want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Rob. That was a very good question. And I hope no one got insulted with that, but that's my honest opinion of how I feel. But personally, I've been let down too many times with different, depending on these different pastors to guide me and lead me. I believe that I should guide and lead myself because I've been let down way too many times by these guys. After following certain churches and certain pastors, find out that they were living double lives. You know, you're supposed to be leading the congregation, but you're involved in prostitution and you know, you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing. So I decided it's best for me just to walk my own path. I don't need to go to a church per se. I believe that church is wherever I am. You know, I'm spiritually connected. That's my belief, man. I can go on and on. Every time I think, I can bring up another conversation. Hey, baby. Hey. Hey, baby. Yeah, that's cat talk I'm doing now. You're welcome. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna get off of here. I want to move some things around inside the studio here. I got all this stuff here, and I got too much stuff here, and I need to get more organized. So I'm gonna move some stuff around. I'm gonna move some stuff around and get the studio in place a little better. So, Brother Rob, I hope I was able to answer your question according to what you were expecting. And I didn't hold anything back. I gave it to you as openly and as honestly as I could. Belinda, I'm glad that you found me as well. Trust me, Belinda. We go slow. I have students who've been with me for years, and they just enjoy their Tai Chi. That's it. If you enjoy your Tai Chi, that's it. Don't worry about how slow you learn. It's fine being a slow learner. That's the best type of learner for Tai Chi. That way you don't graduate too early. Brother Gary says, like martial arts, most martial arts believe martial arts as a whole are good, but when they argue like crazy, which is right? Exactly. Same thing, Brother Gary. Brother Gary was saying that when it comes to religion, martial arts is kind of like the same thing. You know, you have good and bad. Everybody talking about theirs is better than the other one. Same thing, just a different subject matter. And I find that to be true too. And I backed up out of all of that because that stuff will keep you from growing. And I'm not sure if you all have been reading like the little stuff that I put on my page. You know, when I wrote just a couple days ago, I typed in something about, you know, if you read on the temple walls, you'll see they talk about know thyself, right? Know thyself, know thyself. Well, know thyself is important, very important. Knowing, right? We should know. But also, we must love ourselves, man. That's the biggest secret that most people don't know. It's so simple, family. You know, and people use it as a cliche, but I'm not using it as a cliche. When we love ourselves, and if you know about energy and the way the energy works, when you love yourself, you simply attract love. You attract the love vibration. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than that. And we know that love is the most powerful force there is. So when we become love, people are attracted to us. And they don't even know it. They don't even know that they're attracted to us. And they certainly don't know why. But I'm going to tell you what. You know, you ask about Christianity, right? And religion, right? Just as long as it's built off of love, if it's love based, because God is love. God is love. All of us, everybody on the planet, has a little bit of that inside of us. That vibration, that God vibration, that energy, that loving energy, we all have it inside of us. It's in us. It was given to us. So when we tap into that love energy that's inside of us, we attract that little bit of love energy that is inside of other people. Because love attracts love. So with that being said, we're going to attract that love, but make sure that we know that everybody, every being, although they have that loving energy inside, they may also have other types of energy that comes along with their being, because everybody's not all love. Everybody's not tapping into that love frequency, although they have an inkling of love inside of them, because everybody has God energy inside of them. We all have it. We all have it. Now, when we tap into it and we stay inside of that love frequency, man, life is love. Life is abundant because we have to choose not to participate in that other stuff. We have to make that conscious decision. That's the conscious part. That's the know thyself. That's the know thyself part. Right? So we have consciousness and we also have emotions. We have to learn how to use both of those. We got to stay on the love vibration, family. And people think it's cliche, but it's the most powerful secret that has been unknown to man. The most powerful secret unknown to man is to tap into the love frequency. And that's where I am. That's where I reside at. And whenever I find myself slipping, coming out of that, I got to check myself and get back into it. Immerse myself in love. Soul Group is full of energy. Soul Group is full of the love vibration. Full of it. Full of it. And I have attracted a bunch of love. This place is wrenching with love. Yeah, I let a lot of that other stuff go. A lot of my martial arts friends, I let them go, man. I got rid of them. They gone. They got cut off. It just happened because we don't share anything. My Christian brother is saying he fears God for his judgment at the end of life, and I can't see why he fears God when he should love God. There you go. There you go, Brother Rob. We should talk, man. We could talk on this forever. We could talk on this forever, man. Yeah, why? I don't want to start a whole nother conversation, man. I don't want to start a whole nother conversation here about this. I would rather like start another live stream and just cut this one off and start a whole fresh live stream and talk about that. But yeah, why do you fear yourself? So he fears himself. Your friend has been taught to be afraid of himself, Rob. He's been taught to be afraid of himself. He's not afraid of God. He's afraid of himself. That's when there's a problem with the religion. When people are taught to be afraid of themselves. That's the problem. That's what I'm talking about. Have anyone taught him anything about spirituality? No. See, a lot of people have been taught the exact same opposite. They've been taught to be afraid of themselves. They've been taught to be afraid to be who they are. Because you know why? I'm going to say this and then I'm going to wrap this up. This is why most people are afraid of God and afraid. Because they are afraid of death. And they do not understand life. They don't understand life and death. Rob, talking to you, my brother. They do not have a understanding of life and death. They're afraid of life and death. They have the wrong understanding. So most people these people have counselors, right? They have a life counselor. I'm a big advocate that we should not only have a life counselor, but we should also have a death counselor so people can understand life and death. People don't understand death. They think that death is the end. Well, for me, death is the beginning. It's not the end. I'm not looking forward to dying, but I know once this physical flesh deteriorates, I'm going to take off and go somewhere else. I understand that, and I know that, so I don't fear death. I've stared death in the eyes on multiple occasions, more than once. I've been down to my last breath, literally, more than once. There was no time to be fearful. If you're on your last breath, family, and you have fear step in, you're done. You're done. You don't want to die being afraid. You don't want to die being afraid. You want to die being comfortable. So let me go. Let me go. Yeah, you don't want to die being afraid. You should die being happy. You should die with a smile on your face. You should, unless it's a traumatic event, you should feel when you're getting ready to leave the plane. That's what we train for. A lot of great masters, including my master, he knew when he was going to die. He knew exactly when he would leave the physical plane. But that's when you're in tune with your energy, family. I love you guys. There's no fear. There's no fear. Not when you love yourself. We'll talk more about self-love. What is and what is not. What is and what is not self-love. Because a lot of people say that they love themselves, but their actions simply don't show it. Their actions do not show it. I'm out. I love you all. Soul Group forever. Peace.